Let's talk for a moment about Secret Service and what in the world is happening. We've just heard that an investigation is now expanding into Secret Service behavior in El Salvador. Karen.
Well, the whole question, I think, in this whole scandal of, Secret Service agents essentially, boys gone wild when they go overseas, has been, was this an isolated incident, or is this a part of the Secret Service culture that needs to be addressed? And I can tell you, some of the people who are most horrified by this behavior are current and former Secret Service agents. I mean, this is one of the most revered institutions in this country.
I certainly grew up thinking these were the best of the best.
They are the best of the best. I remember on 9/11, when we were being evacuated from the White House, watching Secret Service personnel surround the building. The vice president had been taken down to the bunker. They thought there might be a plane coming. All of the vital people they protect had been taken to safety, and yet here were 15 or 20 standing around the building thinking a plane might hit, and if the plane hit, they were dead. So they are the best, and what they do amazing, breathtaking things. Some of it we see as reporters, some of it we will never see as people around Washington, to protect the president, to protect other key members, and to protect foreign dignitaries when they come to this country.
So are these just a few gone rogue?
I think we don't agree on much in the country anymore. The president said they were knuckleheads. I think Democrats, Republicans, and anybody in between can agree these are knuckleheads. But to Karen's point, is this 12 Secret Service guys on this one trip who were together or in couple different groups, had too much to drink and did stupid, awful, reckless things? Or is it their behavior in this case part of a culture? Did they do it before? Is it part of a thing? I covered the White House for 8.5 years. It does not surprise me at all. It would not have surprised me if 1 or 2 or 3 agents had behavior like this happen. We see people go out into these clubs. Some reporters do it too. So we're not pure here. To see so many do it, and then to see the questions about the military as well, it does raise huge questions about discipline, standards, and a culture. Is this some cultural problem?
Yeah, and I think in these situations, that's always the question, whether or not it's something that just happened once or is a broader issue. And it's actually a similar thing going on with this GSA scandal, where there was this over-the-top convention and, again, terrible judgment, taxpayer dollars being wasted. Nobody's defending it.
Nearly $1 million.
Mm-hmm. And even the people involved nobody's saying that it was in any way defensible. And of course, Congress has gotten outraged, as Congress always does. But the question is, is this something that just happened once? Is this an aberration? Or are these conventions a broader problem within the GSA and within the government itself? And I don't think we have a clear answer to that yet. And so that's why sort of not just the explosion of the scandal, but the aftermath and the investigation is really important.
And the reputation of the Secret Service is really on the line when you think about this.
Both the agency and its director.
Yeah.
Mark Sullivan has been the director. He was appointed director during the Bush administration.
Is he going to hold on to his job?
So far he has survived because Janet Napolitano, Secret Service was moved into the Homeland Security Department in the reorganization after 9/11. It used to be in the Treasury Department. But Janet Napolitano likes and trusts Mark Sullivan. The President of the United States likes and, to this point, seems to trust Mark Sullivan, and he has very good relationships on Capitol Hill, and he very smartly started making phone calls and briefing members of Capitol Hill in the early days. They believe he acted decisively and quickly, pulled the agents in question in Colombia out, and he's conducting an investigation. He's also going to bring in an external panel of experts to look at the cultural question, including some women. But if El Salvador turns out to be true, and if somebody finds another one after that, he was also the director when the Salahis got into the White House. At some point, people say, how many strikes do you get? But his personal credibility seems to be still pretty high.
And how does all this reflect on the president and his bid for re-election, Karen?
Well, I think it just increases the cynicism about government and Washington, and the fact that this happened on Barack Obama's watch. Although it was interesting because on one of these agents, one of our enterprising reporters found his Facebook page, and there were pictures of him sort of, practically leering at Sarah Palin when she was campaigning, and he was part of her detail. And so Sarah Palin immediately went to the air to denounce Barack Obama, but it was pointed out that this happened when George W. Bush was president.
Oh, dear. Well, I guess the point is, as you say, if this continues to spread, then I think there are real concerns there.